momentum kind of shifts like it did tonight in the first quarter, what does that feel like? And what are your thoughts on how the teams handle those momentum shifts this year?
Um, so you said about tonight, the first quarter.
No.
I didn't think it was too bad tonight. I think we stayed together. I think the biggest thing for us tonight that kind of killed us was the offensive rebounds and foul. And it's the same story. But I think we're getting better at competing through that. We just have to put it together at the end. We can't get down on ourselves. I think on the road we get down on ourselves a little bit too quick because we don't have Chase Center behind us. And I think the biggest thing is on the road when shots aren't falling, you got to do the little things to limit their second chance opportunities, get some easy ones. And I think we're trending in the right direction, but we need to speed it up because we're running out of time.
You mentioned that it's kind of like the same problems that keep happening. How much of winning on the road, I mean, this was your 10th straight road loss, how much of it is like mental at this point, making these mistakes that that need to be limited?
I think it's more mental after the game, like leading into the game tonight. I don't think anybody was thinking about, whatever the losing streak was on the road or whatever our struggles were. I think we were in a good place, and I think that's consistent. I think we're starting the game off, I think, in a good spot. And I think, like I said, that when they make the run, I think we have to stay together through the run. We're going to make our run at some point. So, just that togetherness, just I think needs to be there a little bit more. But it also, it's tough when you have 10 guys and Joey's out, and Andre, and Wiggs, and Gary. It's tough, but I think we still have, the firepower to win games on the road. And I think tomorrow's a big opportunity for us to, bounce back and actually play a full 48 together.
Would you like about the effort down the stretch? You guys cut it down to one at one point.
That's what I'm saying. I think we competed. The thing that I think killed us at the end were, like I said, the offensive rebound and the foul. We're living with, the looks that we got. I think we got some good looks. They had some great open shots. Steph has some good ones, and we were getting second chance opportunities too. So I think we did definitely compete tonight. But it's that last step of putting everything together to get over that hump. I think the biggest thing is for us to stay together for a full 48.
Was tonight just more missing shots towards the end? I mean, like you said, you got the rebound, second opportunity, but it seemed like you all just couldn't hit the big shot.
Yeah, I think it was kind of very similar to when we played them in Chase Center. It came down to the wire at home, but I think that difference is we weren't worried about making or missing shots. I think on the road it's magnified of making or missing shots when it should be focused on the defensive end. And I think, like I said, we're competing in the half court tonight. Like, they could not score on us in the half court. There was a transition, and it was second chance opportunities. So it's a bad taste in our mouth, but you have to take the good with the bad and know that we did compete. Just not for a full 48. So come back tomorrow and really lock in.
You talked about competing on the road. Even John Collins made mention that, especially in the fourth quarter, when you guys made that run, it seemed like you had a lot of Golden State fans here. Did that help you guys on that run to close the gap in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, it did start to get loud in our favor. But the thing is, like, it started to get loud in our favor when we started to make shots. And I think that's great, and that got us back into the game. But when they're making their run, we have to hone in on the defensive end and just limit them. Every team in the league is going to make their run. Every team in the league is really good at transition. It's just what the game is, and we're really good in the half court, and we just gotta buckle down on transition. And I think in the fourth quarter when we were making that run, it was more of the offensive, good feeling, and that's going to work. But going into the playoffs, we have to really buckle down on that.
Steve, Clay, Draymond, and Steph have all talked about, you know, based off their history, they're just really confident that once they're in the playoffs, you know, they're good. But you're new, like this is your first season with them. I mean, how confident are you guys that you guys will be able to pull it all together and kind of get over this hump? That
I'm very confident. Like I said, it's a bad taste right now. But you know, you look at the guys that are missing for us right now. They're key guys, and you know, once everybody kind of comes back, everybody's going to settle back into their role. And like they said, we just, you know, my confident level is it's going to be hard to, you know, beat us 4 times, especially when you have leaders like, you know, Clay, Steph, Draymond, and Coach Kerr that feel the same way. It makes everybody else, you know, under them feel confident in that. So, like I said, the biggest thing is we can't hold our head and think too much about the, you know, this whole losing streak on the road and stuff. But we really do have to turn it around on the road.